Hello, hi, my name is Will McGurk. Welcome to the city of Oshawa. This is a place filled with artists who make things and make things happen. And in this series, we are going to chat with a few of them and they're going to challenge me to see what it is that I can make in this city. So I write, I may even have written a poem in my time. I'm going to meet a young poet, Jaylen Stark, who has been writing poetry. Well, I've probably been writing a lot longer than he's been alive, let's put it that way. And so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to learn from this chap, but we'll see what he's going to challenge me with.
My name is Jaylen Stark, and I'm a spoken word poet. There's a lot of things that go into a spoken word poet and make them good. It's not just about the metaphors. It's not just about what your wordplay is. It's really what message are you delivering. Moving to Oshawa, moving to the GTA, I finally found my roots after a long time of not really knowing who I was or where I was supposed to be or how I felt about the things that I was doing. Most spoken word poets are primarily talking about their own experiences. That's something that he's really gonna struggle kind of stepping into, being vulnerable. He's a journalist, and I mean that's good because obviously he knows how to write. I mean, he'll be able to do it. How well he'll be able to do it, we'll find out.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks very much. Oh, nice. Writer's handshake, like brother. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Okay, so this is your spot? This is where you do the work?
This is a spot. I do my work pretty much anywhere. I'm always on the go. Sunny day outside. I'm feeling an outside vibe, if you're all right with that.
We're going to go outside and write poetry outside.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Here is your tool.
This is it?
Yeah. You're going to have 30 seconds to spit the truth. If you're feeling ready, I know you're in a suit. Hopefully you're not sweating too much. But
we'll see, man. The suit's okay. I'm good with the suit.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pack my stuff up and let's go.
Okay. All right, brother, when you're writing your poetry.
We'll start with a rough draft, and I will critique the heck out of it, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, my friend.
All
I
right.
got my pen.
Now you have.
You got a book.
Yep.
All right. So I guess you're going to give me a lesson in spoken word.
A key difference between spoken word and poetry is the fact that it's spoken means that it has to be digestible, I guess.
It's presented live, so you don't get to do it over and over again.
Exactly.
You don't get to sort of edit it. It's a one-shot deal.
Yeah. And I mean there are nuances in the way that you actually speak that could, but we'll work on that when we come to actual performance. Yeah. The other big thing about spoken word is that it has to be personal. It has to come from your own experiences and the memories that you hold.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Not like that?
No, that is not anything I'm comfortable with at all.
Well, see, that's a huge thing. So when I first started spoken word, I had a very hard time. Like, I wanted to talk about the things that I saw, and I wanted to talk about them objectively. Mm-hmm. And in doing that, I also wanted, like, cool punchlines and wordplay and things like that.
But so the key then is just to be 100% honest with whatever your feelings are and express that out.
Exactly. Integrity, honesty, those are key features of spoken word poetry. Here, you need to work on theme. You need to have a basic idea or thought that you're going with, and then some kind of key lines. And I think that's where you should.
Okay, all right.
Make sense?
So, yeah, for sure. Yes, okay. I'll delve deep into the darkness of my soul and
Awesome.
see what comes out. Hello. Well, I guess so far so good far as I can see it, but it's entirely up to you to tell me. I guess now what it is, I've been trying to dig super deep into the McGurk to try and, be super honest. And so that's what that chicken scratch is what I've gotten so far.
Okay.
Tell me what's up. Tell me what happens. Is it good? Is it not good? Is it bad? Is it horrible? Make me nervous.
It's not horrible.
Yeah? I haven't even read it yet.
Yeah. I mean, the first line's good.
Yeah? That's my name.
So, listen, learn, try.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you have this, you know, you got this rhythm going. Just make sure that when you're saying like listen, learn, try doesn't take up a lot of time. So going with those 3 words is fine. Here you say, this is a lie. Instead of saying it's a lie, say something that is a lie. So for example, this is me saying I ate my dinner when I gave it to the dog under the table. It's just a lot more rich in content. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Keeping with this as repetition makes sense. But this and this don't need to be back to back like that.
Because I do that a lot. I do a lot of like alliteration and repetition of words when I'm writing. But it just carries people through the story.
Right.
But that's not necessarily in this format or in this form. That's not necessarily
Sometimes
what you need to do.
sometimes it can work.
Yeah.
But especially because you're doing a poem that's only 30 seconds long, every word needs to count.
You're scratching the whole thing out. There's like nothing left.
But your poem's not. It's not gone. You came up with an amazing.
You got my name. You left my name.
Yeah.
That's nice. All right, so we've got more work then.
We've got more
work.
work to do.
Well, let me, wander
right.
like a cloud and see what I can come up with. I like the idea of Simcoe Street being, Simcoe Street split up the middle, or the city split in half.
Ooh,
I like that.
That's good. Okay, so instead of doing north and south, saying, like explaining Oshawa versus Schwa, that split that you were talking about. Yeah, do you want to try and time it? See where you're at?
Nothing concrete, nothing to see here. Drive on. 30 seconds exactamundo.
That was quick. Yeah, he memorized it really fast. I was really surprised. I sent him off and then he came back in like 5 minutes, and some ways was really good at taking the criticisms that I gave him, and in other ways had kind of a hard time bending from his usual writing style. We're going to work with gestures. So gestures kind of serve a dual purpose. One is to help memorization, and the other is to really solidify the messages that you're sending to the audience. Gesture. An example of a bad gesture would be building and then doing like the blocks, right? Yeah, like building.
I don't know any builders ever built like that.
Right. When you start doing the dance.
House.
Whereas a good one would be something that hits on the syllable and is simple enough to convey the message. So a builder, like builder, with like a hammer. And then what I would recommend is to have almost every line, but not every line, have some sort of gesture.
You, what a builder once, paved the suburban dream. Driveway, 2 cars. When did the rust creep in? When did you crack, split in half? Corvette, leather, tinted windows, cruising north. Chevy Cruiser, shot, sidelined on Simcoe Street South. Am I becoming this city? I have a driveway, 2 cars, 30 years. Nothing built, nothing done here, nothing to show for it, nothing to see here. Drive on.
He was definitely captivating. I'll give him that. He really presented himself with a lot of confidence. Once he got up, he had this stage presence that seemed like even just like the 2 cars is like an auctioneer kind of meets umpire vibe. Well done, sir. Well done.
You think so?
Yep, typewriter.
Ooh, yeah, writers.
Nice.
Yeah, you think so? It was good?
Yeah, it was pretty good, Your memorization happened really quickly, and I saw even after that little stumble that you had there towards the end that you kept going.
Yeah, I kind of blanked out in a minute. That's why I was just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
But it clicked in again.
Snap back right into it. Yeah.
Okay, my friend. That was awesome. Thank you very much. I've learned a lot. Appreciate it. I'm out of here, and you can just do the spoken word from now on. I'll take the writing.
Sounds good. See ya.
I do have to say, it was a bit of a surprise. I actually thought this one would be a breeze, to be honest with you. I am a writer. So I thought doing something with a poet would be fairly simple and fairly easy. but writing to voice and writing to page are completely different things.
He did all right, you know. He had a really hard time with the concept of being vulnerable.
I usually tell other people's stories. I don't usually have to tell my own story. I'm reluctant to tell my own story, actually.
Spoken word is a very serious art form, and one that aims to strike on those uncomfortable chords. What I want to do as a poet, and I think what a lot of other poets want to do, is to make people feel comfortable in their discomfort.